Hi, welcome to week 2. Welcome to week 2. This week we're going to do Rasgueado's exercise 2 and exercise 3. If you haven't looked at week 1 yet, there's 2 videos for week 1 that deal with exercise 1, and I would suggest starting there. So this week we're going to carry on with our work with the Rasgueado. We're going to carry on with our work with the Rasgueado, and these exercises are much the same as the first exercise. We're not really introducing any new concepts. We're simply going to be working really on our ability with our right hand to do multiple Rasgueados in a row. Generally, they are actually very short duration, but this is going to accomplish a little further strengthening and make us more acutely focused on being even with our fingers, and we'll continue to work on our counting while we're doing it. And I like to point out that it's like playing and counting is like having that dual consciousness going on, and to be applying our counting even while we're playing, even for the first time, while it can seem a little bit difficult, will actually give us really great results in the end. So the more we practice and the more we get used to it, the better off we're going to be with everything that comes later. We'll look at the Rasgueado 2 first. So exercise 2, we're going to be counting 1E and 2E and 3, 4, 5E and 6E and 7, 8, 9E and 10E and 11, 12, 1E and etc. We're really only working with 12, so that's going to be our root count, so maybe we'll slash it to there, and if we want to do a repeat, we'll do it from there. Okay, with exercise 2, we'll start with no time. So we'll just try and count and play. We have our A formed over here as a hinge chord, as we've said before, and let's try it. Thumb on the E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4. 1. Okay, let's try that, and I'm going to put my notations in so that I count it more properly. 1E and 2E and 3, 4, 5E and 6E and 7, 8 rest, 9E and 10E and 11, 12 rest. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Okay, so this time we're going to use the metronome. We'll set the metronome to 40, mechanical metronome. It's very slow, so we'll try and do it, but if you play slower than this, that's fine. And being able to play slow is, I mean, it's a great skill. You're really keeping your rhythm through all of that empty space, I guess you could say. So, you know, don't worry about that at all. But this is something to work up to. Using the metronome while we're practicing, I didn't do it probably at all this first year of my playing flamenco, but I see the value of it now that I'm applying it. It really brings you into focus. Whole notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Eighth notes, 1 and 2 and 4 and 1 and whoops, I missed out big time. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and okay, let's try exercise 2 at 40 beats per minute. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 12E and okay, on my side that wasn't perfect at 40 beats per minute, which is fine. And I adjusted as I was playing, and you'll adjust while you're playing, and that's what we're doing. We have the metronome nicely to help us. It's a unbelievable teacher for us. Okay, next up will be, I think it's going to be 48 beats per minute. Okay, 48 beats per minute. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and etc. Okay, we'll try it. So exercise 2, 48 beats per minute. 12. Okay, now we'll try it at 56. So 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and etc. That seems a lot faster than 48 for some reason. But faster is not necessarily harder. We want to make sure that we only go so fast that we continue to have nice, even right hand Rasgueado movement. Okay, we don't want to get to the point where we start to get sloppy with the articulation of each finger. We want a clear articulation of each finger. If we're losing that, then we want to go down. And as I said before, the truth is going slower probably is even harder. So if you're going to err on any side, err on the side of slow. Okay, so 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 3E and a 4E and a 12. Again, I didn't do 56 beats per minute perfectly. That's okay. We just keep doing it. The point is not to do it perfectly. The point is for us to get used to doing these multiple processes simultaneously again and again, so that we become more used to doing these multiple processes. So we're playing, we're counting, we're speaking, we're listening to the metronome. All of these things are going on at once. We're having a lot of sensory perceptions, and we're being involved with those sensory perceptions. We're coordinating with them, and it's from this that we have that, ridiculous brain activity that's known to musicians. I don't know if it happens with other people at all, but for musicians it does happen. This incredible neurological fireworks that goes on in our brain. So here we'll do exercise number 3. Again, it's more Rasgueado, so we have to do it 3 times. If your hand gets stiff or seems to kind of not operate properly, I definitely have that. Just stop, rest, shake out your hand. An important lesson, though, for us in all of our work is always, I've heard people say, end with a win. So if it feels difficult and et cetera, and you feel like you can't, you don't want to go on with that anymore, turn back to exercise 1. Do that a couple times, or even just do it once. That last thing that you do, that's what you're going to remember. Just really have fun with it. Our counting here will be 1E and 2E and 3E and 4, 5, 6, 7E and 8E and 9E and 10, 11, 12, and repeat. Anyway, let's try this. We're going to try it at 40 beats per minute. This is the slow one. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 2E and 3E and 4E and 12. As I mentioned before, the things that are easier we sometimes will speed up on, and the things that we find difficult we'll sometimes slow up on. It's challenging that natural instinct, perhaps, where the metronome really comes in handy, where when it's difficult, we're pushing ourselves to go a little bit faster to keep up, and when it's easy, we're putting on the brakes a little bit to slow down. And I think that's really becomes really apparent when we're working at these slow speeds. Okay, it's set to metronome to 48 beats per minute, and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 5E and etc. Working with the metronome is also really where the deep meditative process starts to really click. So the more we do it, the better. So I certainly couldn't even count like this at first. I mean, maybe for half a year. I'm not even sure I even tried, but now I know how important it is. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 5, 6, 12, Great. Let's see, I'm going to try, maybe I'll cut this later, but we'll see. Okay, here we go, 56. I love this metronome, by the way. Mechanical metronome. Did I mention that? Mechanical. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 10E and a 11E and a 12E and a 1E and a 4E and a 5E and a 6E and a 7E and a 11E and a 12E and a faster. So I wanted to mention that honestly, I don't know what else you need. There's a guitar, okay, amazing. There is a metronome, incredible. And lastly, there's this book. Okay, so order this book, please. Buy a metronome, mechanical metronome, and pick up an inexpensive guitar, and it's honestly, it's just incredible. It's incredible what you will get out of these things. So join me for week 3, dropping next week on Monday, like this one. And next week we will do exercises, or studies rather, study 1 and 2. So these early ones, the Rasgueado, were exercises 1, 2, and 3. We've done those. Now we're going to move into the studies, and we're going to start with 1 and 2 next week. And it's going to be a significant uptick in terms of what we're doing all at once. Okay, thanks.